Welcome back everyone to the Hello World Guide. This is another episode of the 3D render series, and in this video, instead of improving our actual render, we are going to learn another very valuable and important skill, which is using GitHub to make your work easier and also allow other people to collaborate on it. And if you accidentally delete it, your work won't be lost forever, and basically you can keep a cloud backup, and you can also access your work from anywhere, like at any computer. So for this, you generally use some kind of source control software, and the best one, well, there are a lot of other ones, but most people use GitHub. So yeah, GitHub is pretty common, so we are going to learn how to use Visual Studio to use GitHub efficiently in our code. Now you should probably have in here notice that we have got a Git tab here, and you can see we have got a bunch of options here, and what you might want to do is you might want to create a Git repository. However, what you must do first of all is go on to GitHub and actually create an account. You can use your email to create an account pretty quickly, and once you have created an account, you need to make sure that you sign in with the account here. So we are going to go under Git here, and in order to actually put this onto GitHub, we'll need to create a new GitHub repository. So in order to do that, we'll go under Git and create Git repository. What that will do is it will automatically open this up, and we have got other options like an existing remote or a local only repository or an Azure DevOps repository, but we are going to choose a GitHub, and we are going to leave the path, the local path here. And for the actual repository in the cloud, you can see I set my account to be this. If you don't have an account, you'll need to add an account and sign in using your GitHub credentials, whatever you've got, and you need to make sure that you set your owner to whatever you want the owner to be, and then you need to of course set the repository name as well, which I'll just set to 3D render, like that. And after that, you can enter a description here. For example, you can enter a 3D renderer, just add that, and viewer, for example, and this is going to just be a short description. And you can either make this a private repository or a public repository. Now I am going to make it public. You can of course make it private if you want to, for your own personal use, but since this is for the YouTube series, I am going to make it public. So we are going to go ahead and create and push. Now what this will do is it will first of all create the local repository and then push it, which means it will make all of the changes on GitHub as well. So we'll press that, and you can see I've got a Git Changes tab here. If you don't, you can go under View and go under Git Changes. So if I open this up, you can see we have got 2 outgoing and 0 incoming. If I go ahead and press this, for example, if I press this push button, it should automatically start pushing the branch, and you can see it says that it has successfully pushed to the origin. Now what you can do is you can go ahead and open it up on GitHub inside of any browser that you want. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my github.com here, and here is I've got like when you open up, you'll have your home page, and you can go ahead and select the whatever what you need to open. And of course we have got our 3D renderer repository here, and I'm going to just open that up, and you can see that we have got a bunch of different things here. So we have got it is detecting that our 90% code is C++, and the rest of it is GLSL, and we have got the files here. And if I open a 3D renderer, what you should be able to see is that we have all of our files here, and we can access them from here as well, and as we make changes, we can push them to here as well. Now you can see that it's asking us to create a readme, which will be very useful for us. So we'll just say a 3D renderer and viewer here for a YouTube series. Perhaps you can put a detailed description of the project here. It's up to you. YouTube series, I'd say, and I'll just commit changes, and you can see it's asking us to create a commit message, and if you make any changes, you basically commit them, and I'm making this change from the actual GitHub interface. So I'll just commit it here, and it's automatically created the commit message, and we are going to just make it and commit directly to the master branch and just hit commit. And once it has done that, I'm going to refresh this page, and what you should see is that now we have got our readme.md here, and it's created. Now the only problem is that we don't really have it in here, but what we can do is we can go ahead and press the pull option here, and what that will do is it will create the get the branch, and it will automatically pull all of the changes, which means now we will have all of the changes in here as well. So if I were to go ahead and open this up, for example, inside of my file explorer, what you should be able to see is that there is a readme.md here, if I'm not correct. Readme.md, is it not here? Yeah, let's go here actually, and here we have got our readme.md here. So if I go ahead and open it up with VS Code, you can see we have got this here, and I can modify it. Perhaps you can, for example, add something else from here for a YouTube series by the Hello World guy, for example. You can put anything you want here, of course it's completely up to you, the Hello World guy. And once you have done that, now you should be able to go under Visual Studio, and if you go under Git Changes, it should automatically detect that we have modified our readme.md. We need to enter a message here if we want to commit this, so we'll call this just call it I don't know, let's just call it updated readme, and we are going to go ahead and hit commit all. It should automatically commit it, but you can see it says it's created locally, so we'll need to push it, and that should update it inside of our actual GitHub as well. So if I go ahead and refresh this page, what you should see is that it now reflects our changes. So yeah guys, this is pretty much it for this video, and of course this repository is public, you can visit it if you want. And we have got this, and in the next video, as just like we implement any other thing inside of here, we'll automatically go ahead and push it onto GitHub as well. So we'll do those stuff in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one, and bye.